This year, a new generation of fibre access equipment is hitting the market, marking an important new staging post in the long transition to all fibre wireline networks. Next generation 10G PON standards from both ITU and IEEE are mature, and the big question now is when and where they're going to be deployed. But standards makers and developers are already looking ahead to the next and potentially more radical fibre access transition, NG-PON2. And while that transition is some years away, the planning horizon in wireline access is necessarily a long one, meaning planners need to understand not just where they're headed next year, but next decade.
In my opinion, for China Telecom, we are do some evaluation test on the next generation PON, for example, the 10G PON and the XG PON 1, and I think the maturity of the technology, it will take some time to be mature enough. So maybe next year or next year, I think we will do some commercial deployment. But this year we will do some field trial in some province and to evaluate the maturity of the system and the chipset and so on. About the deployment driver, I think in China Telecom, we take two deployment model. The one is the FTTH, fiber to the home. I think for the fiber to the home, the EPON and GPON, the bandwidth is enough, so we don't need to change the technology. Adopting the next generation PON technology, we can provide more service, for example, the high definition IPTV and other for the fiber to the building subscribers. This is a main benefit for China Telecom. I think the first should be the residential users, because I think the 10G PON will be used in the fiber to the building scenario and to improve the bandwidth. But for the mobile backhaul, I think it will take some time to, I think maybe in the LTE time, the XG PON 1 or 10G PON will play an important role in the mobile backhaul. Of course, the first one is the bandwidth, at least 10G or more. The FSAN and the ITU-T is considered a new standard. It can provide maybe 40 gigabps bandwidth in one PON interface. So it's very important for us to deliver more service to subscribers. The second advantage of the next generation PON is the transmission distance. For example, it means the high power budget in the optical link, so we can cover more subscribers. As you know, the ITU and the FSAN is developing the new standard of next generation PON. It's named as XG-PON2, and about the technology, which technology will be the basis of the NG-PON2. I think maybe DWDM will be the important, will play more important role in the NG-PON2, because the target of the NG-PON2 is provide more than 40 gigabps bandwidth. So high bandwidth means if we use the TDM, the pure TDM technology, the cost of the laser and the receiver will be very high. But if we use the WDM technology, because thanks to the the development of the long distance transmission system technology, I think the cost maybe can be lower than that of TDM solution. First is how to reduce the cost of the laser and the receiver, optical receiver, and other equipment. For electronic part of the equipment, I mean no different, but the optical part is optical module and other optical part is very important to compare the cost. If the I think because if we use the DWDM technology, we can make the speed of the optical transceiver is higher, maybe 10G or 2.5 gigabps, so the cost can be very low. In China, you know, the population density is very high. It's higher than that of in USA and in Europe and other place. It's similar to the Japan or Korea. So normally in China, one central office cover maybe cover 5-kilometer area. So I think the long-range PON is not the key feature for China Telecom's NG-PON2. We will pay more attention to the, for example, bandwidth, the system, capacity, and so on. Only in the rural area in China, we need a long-range PON. Maybe I think we will use the long-range PON, but not very common requirements.